Okay, hi everyone, and welcome to a quick Legendary Hero banner first impressions. I'll be honest, I didn't expect the banner to release today. I was thinking it was gonna be tomorrow, but well, the banner dropped right now, and well, I guess I'm reviewing it. And well, to begin with anything, this is just a first impressions. This is not scripted. I didn't take a lot of time reviewing it, and well, my voice is gonna be kind of low like this because my neighbors are a pain in the ass and they'll probably call here complaining that I'm talking, and it's now midnight. So yeah, I guess you have to deal with it. And well, this is just first impressions. It's not that analyzed, and I'll do a better video later when I get her Celica stats. And starting off with Celica herself, she is a blue tome infantry, just like Taurasi, which released fairly recently. And well, what Celica brings along to the table is pretty much what Legendary brought up when he released, also this year. And wow, let me tell you, she is good. First off, let's take a look at her base kit and predict what she has in store. First off, she has Saintly Seraphim, a new weapon, Swift Sparrow 3, and Attack Speed Oath, which means she's gonna have an archetype that's gonna be pretty much the same as Taurasi, I'm guessing. Same stats, same stuff. A really big focus on attack and speed, and the rest of the stats like defense and res is gonna be in the low 20s or something like that. Because well, even though Seraphim is a magic that you can use in Fire Emblem Echoes that's generally used for healers which have high res, still she gets only speed from her tome, so I'm guessing res won't be her strong suit. This is her regain outfit for her. It's one of her promotions in her original game, and well, about her art, I don't like it that much, but I mean, I didn't like Om's promoted outfit, but I grew to like it since I played as him in Heroes, and I think I'll do the same with Celica. And the rest about her skills. Saintly Seraphim is a new weapon that well, in the original game it was effective against monsters and zombies, that kind of stuff. But now it's not effective against anything, and it grants you speed plus 3, so she's gonna have like 39 with this equipped. And if a unit initiates combat, deals damage equals to 25% of foe's res. That's why I said it's the same as Legendary Om's, because Legendary Om's effect was to deal damage equals to 25% of foe's defense or res, and this one is literally the same thing. So, for Om, you get Lunar Flash, which boosts your... It's pretty much the same thing. It deals damage equals to 25% of foe's defense or resistance, plus 25% of your speed, but then your weapon negates that extra damage, so only the speed part's going out. So on Saintly Seraphim, instead of granting Celica another special, she gets Miracle. I think it's related to saints and miracles. You get that, but it's pretty much a worthless special. Anything really will be better. Moonbow, Luna, Glimmer, anything will do better for Celica. She also gets Swift Sparrow 3, a pretty limited skill that, well, is one of the best things you can give to an offensive unit. But I think there's a better option than that, which is Brazen Attack Speed 4. Why? Because it combos with Soul of Zofia. Soul of Zofia is basically no follow-up comboed with Desperation 3. So you can make a follow-up before foe makes a follow-up if you're under 75% HP, and you nullify effects that guarantee foe's follow-ups or prevent your follow-ups. So it basically negates effects like Wary Fighter, or there are many effects that make you render you unable to do follow-up attacks. And this just nullifies that, and it's a limited B skill. I have no problem with that. It's a really good skill because, well, usually for mages like that, you already give them Desperation. But she already comes with a Desperation that's even more busted. So yeah, that's nice. And she gets Attack Speed Oath, which is the same as all of the skills, but for attack and speed. I think her base kit's already wonderful outside of her special. And well, she isn't that insane. Like for example, Taurasi, you read her skills. I mean, if you read Ifinger, the skill description is so goddamn long. We'll talk about her later, but still, you get what I'm talking about. And well, I think that's pretty much it for Celica. She's truly insane. She's gonna be as busted as Olm was. That much I'm sure of. She also has the pair up effect, and she's a Fire Blast hero. That's it. Now they're showcasing the pair up effect, and that's it. Pair up is what all legendary heroes get. And now we also get the other legendary heroes. First off, Legendary Ike. Legendary Ike, I think he's a good unit because of his amazing combo of Radiant Ether plus Warding Breath. But before talking about his skills and stats, I want to say something. Since he's one of the first legendary heroes, he has lost some of his charm due to the time he's been out. So he's not as appealing as he was previously, especially considering the power creep that happens now in new banners. New heroes get tier 4 skills and Ike gets seal attack defense 2. So yeah, it's kind of sad to see stuff like that, but still, he's a pretty good unit. He has low speed and resistance, but that doesn't mean shit because his attack and special combo will be sure to bring down any foes. What makes him appealing is his Warding Breath, which is you get more special cooldown per foe's attack, and also you get resistance plus 4. Resistance plus 4 isn't the best combo, but I mean, he could have gotten Steady Breath or Fierce Breath, but still Warding Breath's nice because it's a good skill, and also because Ragnell, his weapon, also comes with distant counter, so something to utilize distant counter better is still nice. The great thing is, with Radiant Ether, if Ike deals 2 attacks just with Warding Breath proc, he can already charge Radiant Ether and use it. And the good part about Radiant Ether, it's busted. It's it's essentially Ether with 1 cooldown less, but it's exclusive to Ike. That's no problem. So with Ike's 41 HP, he can bring his HP up to like the 40s super easily. He's not a unit I would recommend trying to plus 10 now, especially considering the other units we have in the same banner. But I mean, Ike is not a bad unit. He's just lost some of his charm due to the time he's been on heroes. His defense and attack are also his attack is really good, but his defense is also great, and you could also invest in it by giving him Steady Breath. Seal attack defense is the worst special you can get, by substituting with Quick Riposte or low attack defense, anything that makes him more powerful. And defense tactic is just nice support, but he's not getting anything from it. So if you're going for a support, there's a good skill, but if you also want something more for him, speed, odd defense wave, even defense wave, or even attack waves. And well, what's the second hero? Robin, or Grima, female Grima. I mean, Grima was really interesting when she launched, but I never liked her that much. I see lots of builds of Grima, she's powerful, but I never thought of Robin as a threat. I mean, she's just really weak. I mean, 32 attack, yes, you can go up to 48, and you attack you with your resistance, but I mean, she's just not that good. Especially because she's a colorless hero, she doesn't get color advantage, triangle advantage against anyone. And well, about her skill, she comes with Dragon Skin, which neutralizes effect against flying bonuses because she's a flying unit, and that's a good part about being a flyer. You get great movement, and Dragon Skin nullifies effective against flying bonuses. So it's like Altina's Ashera's Chosen. And if foe initiates combat, you get defense rest plus 4, which is the same thing as this skill is essentially Iota Shield plus Bracing Stance 2. It's not a bad skill, no, but if you want something that makes Robin more powerful, anything else will do, because this is just for defense. She gets nice defense of 30 and 25, but the problem with Robin is that none of her stats are really great. For example, her speed, 35, is not enough to double, it's enough to be doubled. Her attack, 32 with her weapon, 48. still not enough to kill. Her defense 30 and 25, still not enough to survive. Her problem is that she just comes up short on every skill. Resmoke's a nice skill that was exclusive to her previously, but now we get it for Bronya for the Tempest Trials. Then, no, not the newest Tempest Trials, one of the most recent Tempest Trials. And the great thing about Expiration, her breath, is that she gets this encounter emblem to it. But I think Robin is the unit I least suggest trying to pull for, especially because she's a legendary hero, and well, if you didn't know, on legendary hero, on legendary banners / mythic banners, the chances are actually lower of getting a 5-star you want. And moving on to the next one, Rid. Okay, Rid is an interesting case. I don't like Rid because, well, personal reasons, and also because he gets this encounter. But still, he is a good unit. My problem with him is how his speed is low. I love fast units. Doesn't matter if they're weak. I love fast units. And Rid's speed is of 17, which is one of the lowest speeds in the game. So, to compensate for his low ass speed, he gets Joel, his weapon. It's a 19 might weapon that, if there's a penalty inflicted on foe, and or a negative status effect, and if there's any debuff on foe, Rid makes a guaranteed follow-up attack and foe cannot. So it's not only he gets guaranteed follow-up, no, your foe also can't do a follow-up attack. And that's truly amazing because, I mean, he has already 37 attack. If you give him Joel for 19 might, he gets to 56 attack with no buffs. And well, if you're thinking, well, it's hard to inflict a debuff on foe, he also gets Freezing Seal, which inflicts attack speed -6 on the foe with the lowest res on the enemy team if Rid's HP is above 50%. So that would, if you're going for this skill, it would suggest a combo with a healing special, or even change it for chill speed or chill attack, which is more consistent. He also gets attack smoke 3, because if he goes in, he already inflicts attack -7 on foes, and gets his guaranteed follow-up and stops foe from making one. And he also gets this encounter. I don't know why, because his 26 resistance still is a guaranteed death for him. But his amazing attack is truly what shines here. His defense of 36 is also good, but if you're going to invest on Rid, Death Blow 4 and just dump all on his attack. Go for it. He's made to be a sweeper, and like you can also give him Gale Force and Heavy Blade, which he already does quite well with his high attack. And I think that's Rid. And now for Air. Well, for Air, first of all, I did this mock-up of her skills, you can see right here. And, well, Air is, I think, one of the greatest free units we've ever gotten. Because she gets nice resistance, speed, and attack, and, I mean, she's a flying, dagger-free unit. She was supposed to be bad, but for some reason they made her super good. She gets 37 speed base, and a weapon that can grant you up to +4 speed and Swift Sparrow 2. So she's a super fast unit, and also her attack goes way up because of Swift Sparrow and her weapon. So she's an amazing offensive unit, while also getting 31 res, and with her weapon 34 res. Her only problem would be her defense of 14, so she cannot take physical blows. But against Dragon Foes can target the lower of your resistance or defense. But she gets a skill that prevents that, which is Mystic Boost. Mystic Boost denies that effect, and it also denies the Raffle Staff effect. So she's also great against Brave Veronicas and other heroes like that. And also she restores 6 HP after combat. And if you're not happy with that, that's a great skill to fodder. If for some reason you have Fury 4 or Fury 3, you get the skill, bam, no HP lost at all. If you have... yeah, only Fury does that, sorry. And also, if you're unhappy with Air, she also gets a support skill that's exclusive to her that restores 10 HP to the ally that has been dealt the most damage. So it's a nice support, and well, it can target up to the entire map, which is really great. And her weapon basically, if your HP is above 50%, grants attack speed +4, and if you initiate combat, foe cannot make a follow-up attack. So that's amazing. So if you initiate, regardless if foe speed is like 75 speed, he cannot make a follow-up on you if you initiate combat. So that's amazing. Oh, but the problem with Liftjabber is if you get this special effect of foe cannot make a follow-up attack and you get attack speed +4, you take 4 damage after combat, which is not a problem because Mystic Boost fixes that up, and you also heal 2 HP after combat. And well, Air is an amazing unit really, and she's a Light Blast hero, so for Ether Rate she's also really fucking good. Next unit is Legendary Roy, and well, Legendary Roy is great. Let me just sum that up. Dragon Bind, a weapon effective against dragons that grants him this encounter. And it has Stinging Knife, so his attack goes from 34 to 50. And okay, that's kind of a low attack. It's effective against dragons. If you go in with 50 attack, you're already killing the dragon. But he also gets bonus doubler and Human Virtue. Human Virtue is a support skill that's kind of racist because it doesn't work with beast or dragon allies, but it grants attack speed +6 to Roy or his allies. Sorry. So if you get attack speed +6, you're ready to go to 56 attack. And you get also bonus doubler, which doubles all visible bonuses you get. So it's 62 attack, which is sure to one-shot any dragon you're facing. He also gets a special that boosts damage by his attack, because his attack is sure to go up. And well, he also gets amazing speed, because 50 speed if you get Human Virtue. It's not hard to make Roy good, especially with bonus doubler. And Renewal 3 isn't a great skill to have on him, but it's a nice support skill and you can change it for anything else. He won't be needing Quick Repulse, he won't be needing like any skills, especially, 32 defense and 26 resistance. If you give him +6, +5 Death Res, he already gets +10 from bonus doubler. And bonus doubler is an amazing skill for Roy, and also one of the best skills to fodder that I've seen so far. So go for what you think. Roy is an amazing unit, really. He's one that's worth to +10, but do have in mind, if you're going to +10 Roy, you can get lots of copies of Legendary Ike and Rid, so be careful with that. And he's also a pair-up hero, so yep, that's something nice. Next up, Naga, and she also gets a weapon that affects dragon foes. She's a blue dragon flyer, and the problem with being a flyer, she gets one shot by bows, especially because with her stats, which aren't that great. 30 attack, really low, but she gets a 19 might breath, so 49 attack base, which is already great. 36 speed, 33 defense, and 26 resistance. Really mediocre stats, but her breath, divine breath, grants attack speed, death res +X during combat. So, essentially, for every ally you have near you, within 2 space of Naga, you get +3 to all of your stats, up to +9 if all of your 3 allies are within 2 space of Naga. So that's truly amazing. She can get her 36 mediocre speed to 45, and her 49 attack to 56 to 58. With the only downside of needing to have lots of allies around you. So yeah, and she also gets she is a mythic hero, so that's for Ether Rate, and she gets Air Offense attack speed 3, which isn't a great skill. I wouldn't recommend using on anyone, and considering Divine Breath's effect, I would recommend changing it for attack speed form or something like that. Chill speed is also great for doubling more often, and she's more of a support unit because of Divine Fang, which grants every essentially Hone, because you need to be adjacent at the start of turn, but it grants effective against dragons to all your allies. So any ally you have near Naga can be effective against dragons, and that makes her a great support unit just because of this. And also now we get the 3 Fire Emblem Three Houses Lords. Usually there's the law of needing to have 3 seasonal heroes per legendary banner, but they broke it. They broke it with Edelgard. Edelgard is... I think I need to be more brief when talking about these units. Tomorrow I'll have a script to talk about them properly. I mean, 39 attack is one of the highest attack stats in the game. 30 speed isn't great. 39 defense is 37 defense is amazing, and 21 resistance is pretty low. But she won't need that resistance because she gets attack defense solo and rouse attack defense, and both of these skills only benefit her attack and defense, and that's about all she needs because she was made for that. She also gets dull close because, I mean, close combat because of her great defense, and she gets an axe that makes a guaranteed follow-up attack if there are more foes within 2 spaces of you than allies. So that's why she wants to be alone, and also she gets attack defense solo and rouse attack defense. Her base kit's already amazing, and she's an amazing unit to compensate for that. Sorry, not to compensate, she's amazing. That's all I have to say. She is a great unit, and she also gets nice fodder, so go for what you like. Dimitri is our next one, and well, let me tell you, he is good. Good indeed. He gets noble, he gets 36 attack, which is not that much as Edelgard, but he gets a 19 might weapon, so both of them have the same attack stats. He also gets Death Blow 4 and low attack defense, so his playstyle is clearly as offensive as Edelgard. He gets 34 defense, 29 resistance, and 18 rest. He's pretty much the same as Edelgard, but he has 1 skill less, only 4 skills instead of Edelgard's 5. And also, he is cavalry. He's a cavalry lance unit. Everything I said about Edelgard is true for Dimitri. And well, next up, Claude. I need to be really quick with those, I'm taking too long. Claude is supposed to be a fast bow unit, he's a bow cavalier, and he gets, well, he gets speed plus 3 from his weapon, bringing him up to 40 speed, and he gets little speed defense, so he gets to 43 speed with ease. He also gets Death Smoke to inflict some debuffs, Glimmer because it's a quick special and great for bow units, and his bow is normally effective against flying foes, and when the total bonus on units, so if there is, for example, 5 bonus on Claude and minus 5 on foe, he gets a total of, he inflicts attack speed def res minus 5 on foe during combat. So if there's like the total sum of your buffs and foes debuffs is greater than 10, then you get attack speed, inflict attack speed def res minus 5 on foe. So yeah, that's great, I think. And well, I really need to rush through this. I think I'm spending too long for first predictions. And for our final unit, right? No, it's never the final unit. There's never a final unit. Taurasi. And that concludes our green units, which I think are truly the best ones to pull on this banner. Taurasi is essentially legendary Celica, but she gets a weapon that's effective against dragons, so that makes her amazing. She was made to kill units like legendary Tiki and power crept armored Manakits. She gets Flashing Blade 4, great fodder, Panic Smoke 3, amazing fodder, and 2 great skills of her own. Iffinger, which is her tome, and it grants you attack speed def res plus 4 during combat if there's any unit within 3 spaces of Taurasi, but inflicts after combat all stats minus 4 on her nearest ally. So that's great, but that should be something you have in mind when using Taurasi and your ally's positioning. And Killing Intent is also a great special that, if foe's HP is under 100%, or if there's a penalty on foe, it inflicts speed res minus 5. So essentially, speed plus 5 and attack plus 5 to Taurasi. And foe cannot make a follow-up attack before foe... And Taurasi makes a follow-up attack before foe can counterattack. So, if either you have Savage Blow or Panic Smoke, so there's any penalty on foe, if there's anything like that, Taurasi is sure going to kill you because she's gonna double you, and not only she's gonna double you, she is also going to attack twice before you can counterattack. So that makes her truly dangerous. She can even kill powerful units like Altina. Okay, not Altina, I think Altina is too powerful. But still, you get it. Taurasi is a really powerful unit. And that concludes our green units, which I think is the best color to pull on. I mean, Edelgard's great overall and also for fodder. Taurasi and Celica are looking great. They're looking amazing. And, well, we also have the final unit in the fuck me coffin, Peony. Peony already talked about her in my last video, so I'll just sum it all. She's essentially Legendary Azura, but Legendary Azura just grants more movement and that's it. Peony is more strategic because she grants attack speed FRS +3 when danced, and also inflicts and also grants all allies within cardinal directions of her or of target ally air/ground orders. So it's amazing for movement. You get amazing movement options, so you can target the whole map, but you need to be more strategic and think more about your decisions. She gets aerobatics and B-dual flying, which are the same skills as Legendary Azura, low BST as Legendary Azura, 45 Resp 4, which is a great skill because, I mean, same as Legendary Azura, and Flower of Joy, which is a support skill that targets any allies in cardinal directions. So she's a great support unit in cardinal directions, but she's not made for... She was not made to face combat. She has really low stats, but she also is a mythic hero, so that's something to have in mind when taking her into ether raids. And also blue dual flying, because it's great for arena as well. And I think that's it. Thanks for watching, and well, I'll come back tomorrow when I have more to say about these heroes. Thanks for watching and see you soon.